Books.com. First of all, Frank, thank you very much for joining us. It's been a great hour chatting with you. One question I'd like to know is, do those on the other side watch what we do here on this planet?
Yes, in terms of being aware with us.
Mm-hmm.
No, in terms of being voyeurs.
Okay.
If that's what some of your listeners may be worried about. It appears that whenever I hook on into someone else, say Yeats or Hemingway, just to use famous examples, they apparently know whatever I know. In other words, as soon as we hook in with them, they're connected to our mind. Again, that unconscious mind on the other side is a pretty good analogy. It's like we make them a little more conscious when we talk to them. Let's put it that way.
The conscious mind on the other side could that be to what many people refer to as the Akashic Records?
Well, I think the Akashic Record is actually where everything is located, but the minds are a little different than that, I think. And again, I think, that's just a guess.
We still have so much to learn from the other side. How can we do this? How can we lift up that veil and communicate more freely, more frequently, and get more people to understand that it's part of what existence is all about. There's nothing unnatural or supernatural about it.
That's right. I don't think there's anything really that will substitute for experience. If people can read about it for years and they can hear other people's experiences, but if they'll sit down and do it themselves with a little bit of care, but so, in other words, in a serious, not in a frivolous way, and certainly not in a malicious way, if they'll do that, they'll find that their life gradually changes, and it'll change in a more productive manner, I believe. It has, in mine certainly has.
Frank, do you have any more books coming out?
Well, yeah, I think this Hemingway book will be out next year, I expect. I just finished editing the second draft of it yesterday, actually. And then I have material from about 2005 on, and there's at least 2 more books in there from the guys. I've been mining it, basically, and doing, trying to make sense of it. Well, of course, more comes in as fast as I write it, so...
Quickly, we've got about a minute left, Frank. What is your opinion on the end of the Mayan calendar, December the 21st, 2012?
Well, it's like the end of any other calendar. It is a physical mark, and things are changing, but you can feel them changing already. If people have their heart set on the world ending, I think they're going to get real disappointed. But if they can see it as it's more like in the future you'll look back and you'll say, yes, that's about the time when things began to change. That's my guess.
Frank, I want to thank you so much for joining us. It's been a great pleasure. Where can people get a copy of your book?
Well, the easiest way is to go on Amazon.com or BNN.com. Some bookstores have it, some don't, but they definitely do, and they'll be glad to sell it to you. And they'll give you a good discount, too.
Okay, Frank, I hope that people buy it in bulk.
Thanks, Rob.
Take care of yourself, Frank. Look forward to the next time you join us here in the X Zone.
Me too.
Good night, sir. X Zone Nation, Frank DeMarco has been my guest this hour. His website is www.hologrammbooks.com. I'll be back on the other side of this commercial break at 6.5 minutes past as the X Zone continues. We're right here, live and around the world from our studios in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Don't forget, our website, www.xzoneradiotv.com. The Paranormal Broadcast Network is paranormalbroadcastnetwork.com. And to get the X Chronicles, xchronicles-newspaper.com/publisher.